Hello everyone, welcome to my video. In this video, I will explain about data manipulation language. Data manipulation language or DML is a language used by users to access and manipulate data. Data manipulation refers to retrieval, insertion, deletion, and modification of data or information that's stored in the database. The basic goal is to attain efficient human interaction with the system. MySQL provides some commands to retrieve information and modify its tables. First is select command. Select is the most widely used DML command, and it retrieves information or record from the database. And the second is insert. This command is used for adding one or more record to a database. And then update command. This command is used for modification purpose. Update can modify data of one or more records according to the specified condition. And the last is delete. This command is used for removing one or more records from a database according to the specified condition. We will discuss this command in more detail. First, we will discuss about select statement. The select statement retrieves the data from one or more tables in a database. A table consists of rows and columns like a spreadsheet. The result of the select statement is called a result set, that is a list of rows, and each row consists of the same number of columns. The syntax of the select statement is select and then column name and then from and then table name. I will show you the example of using select syntax. Suppose that we have employees table in the sample database and it has a column, namely employee number, last name, first name, extension, email, office code, reports to, and job title. If we want to select 3 columns of all rows in table as highlighted in the picture, we can use select statement. The query is select and then last name, first name, job title, then from, and then the table name is employees. And this is the result of the query. Even though the employees table has many columns, the statement just returns data of 3 columns as shown in this image. And then if we want to select all columns, we can use all or star like this queries. We can use select all from employees, or we can use select star and then from employees. When querying data from a table, we may get duplicate rows. In order to remove these duplicate rows, we can use distinct clause in the select statement. The syntax of using the distinct clause is select distinct and then select list from and then table name. Let's take a look at a simple example of using the distinct clause to select the unique last name of employees from the employees table. First, we will see the result of select the last name of employees from the employees table using this statement. Select and then last name from employees, order by last name. Order by is used to sort the data, and the result will be like this. And then to remove the duplicate last name, the duplicate last name is Firelli. If we want to remove the duplicate last name, we can use distinct clause to the select statement like this image. Select distinct last name from employees and then order by last name. Now we will get the result as unique value only like this picture. So we will get Firelli is just 1 and also for the others. Next, we will discuss about insert statement. The insert statement will insert one or more rows in a table. The syntax of the insert statement is insert into, and then table name, and then columns, and then values, and then the values list. You can see in this picture. First, we need to specify the table name and a list of comma-separated columns inside parentheses after the insert into clause. Then put a comma-separated list of values of the corresponding column inside the parentheses following the values keyword. The number of columns and the number of values must be the same. In addition, the position of columns must be corresponding with the position of their values. And then to add multiple rows in a table using a single insert statement, we can use this following syntax. In this syntax, rows are separated by comma in the values clause. For example, in this statement, we use it to add a new row to the task table. We can use insert into and then the table name is task, and then we specify the columns, title and priority, and then values clause, and then we insert the values of title and priority. If insert succeeds, MySQL returns the following message after the statement executed. One row affected, it means that the insert statement is success. And then to insert a default value into a column, we need to specify the column name in the insert into clause and use the default keyword in the values. Suppose that we have specified the priority column that has a default value is 3 as declared in the table definition. And then we want to insert a row in the table task. This query is used to insert a row in table task. Insert into task, and then we specify the column and then values. The value of title is text, and then the priority is default. MySQL uses the number of 3 to insert into the priority column. We can verify the result by using query select star from task, and we will get the result. This image shows the content of the task table after insert a row. And then to insert that value into a column, we can use this following format. In this format, for way represent a 4-digit of year, and then double M represent 2-digit of month, and then double D represent 2-digit day. And this is the example of syntax to add a new row to the task table with start date and due date values. Insert into task, and then the column is title, start date and due date, and then the value is the title of the task and then start date and due date. It is also possible to use expression in the values clause. For example, in this statement, we add a new task using current date function for start date and due date column. In this example, the current date function set the values for start date and due date. Note that the current date function is a date function that returns the current system data. And this is the result of the task table after insert. We can also use insert to add multiple rows in one statement. This is the example of query. We can insert 3 rows in one statement. And this is the result of the task table after insert 3 rows in one statement. Next, we are going to discuss about the update statement. The update statement will update existing data in a table or change column value of a single row, a group of rows, or all rows in a table. The following illustrate the syntax of MySQL update statement. In the update statement, first, we need to specify the table name after the update clause. And second, the set clause specifies which column that you want to modify and the new values. To update multiple columns, use a list of comma-separated assignment. Give a value in each column's assignment in the form of literal value, an expression, or a subquery. Third, we specify which rows to be updated using a condition in the where clause. The where clause is optional, so we can use where or not. Note that MySQL supports two modifiers in the update statement. First is low priority and the second is ignore. Low priority modifier instructs the update statement to delay the update until there is no connection reading data from the table. And the ignore modifier enables the update statement to continue updating rows even if errors occur. The rows that cause errors, such as a duplicate key conflict, are not updated. For example, if we are going to update the email of Mary Patterson to the new email, first, to ensure the update is successful, we query Mary's email from the employee table using this statement. Select first name, last name, email from employees where employee number is 1056. So we will get the result of first name, last name, and email of Mary Patterson. Then, we use update statement as shown in this picture to update the email of Mary Patterson to the new email mary.patterson@classicmodelcars.com. After we execute the update statement, we can use the select statement again to verify the change, and we will get the result as follows. So the email is updated into new email. Then, if we want to update values in multiple columns, we can specify the assignment in the set clause. For example, if we want to update last name and email columns of employee with employee number is 1055, that is Mary, we can use this query. Update employees, set last name to Hill, and then email is mary.hill@classicmodelcars.com, where employee number is 1056. And then if we want to check the result, we can use the statement select first name, last name, email from employees where employee number is 1056. So we will get the result of updating last name and email from the employee number 1056. And then the last we will discuss about delete statement. To delete data from a table, we can use MySQL delete statement. The delete statement is used for removing one or more records from a database according to the specified condition. And this is the syntax to delete data. In this statement, first we need to specify the table from which data that we want to delete. And the second, we use a condition to specify which rows to be deleted in the where clause. Suppose that we want to delete employee data that has the office code is 4. We can use the delete statement as shown in this picture to delete a row data that has the office code 4. We can use delete from employees. Employees is the table, and then where office code equal with 4. And then if we want to delete all rows from the employees table, we can use delete statement clause without where as shown in this image. Delete from employees. So we will delete all rows from the employees table. And then to limit the number of rows to be deleted, we can use delete from table and then limit clause and then the number of rows gone. Note that the order of rows in a table is unspecified. Therefore, when we use the limit clause, we should always use the order by clause as shown in this picture. We can use delete from table name, then order by specific columns, and then limit, and then row count, and then semicolon. For example, this statement sorts customer by customer names alphabetically and deletes the first 10 customers. Similarly, this delete statement select customer in French country and then sort them by credit limit ascendingly and delete the first 5 customers. Okay, I think enough for the explanation about data manipulation language. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next video. Bye bye.